like I'm live. Can I change it? Orientation is locked. Hmm. I don't know if I can change it. I don't know. We'll have to see. What's going on, T-shirt Millionaire family? Hope y'all doing well. Shoot. I told myself I'm gonna just tap in. I gotta fold some shirts. So I told myself I was gonna tap in and, just talk T-shirts, man. My bad. What up, fam? What's good? Let me get this camera and everything together, and then we'll get going in just a second. What's up, family? What up? Melissa, what's going on? Lori, what's going on? I hope all is well with y'all. Um, so, this isn't, our regular T-shirt Millionaires live show. This is gonna be, a laid-back version. I've been going live on my app, and I've been going live on Instagram a lot, but I hadn't gone live as much on YouTube, so I thought that I would come over here and bring the action over here on YouTube for a minute. But basically, to tell y'all for YouTube, I ended up, I got a new brand that I'm launching. It's called Thoughts of a Dreamer. I've been putting a lot of content over on Facebook lately, on Instagram lately, just really telling the process and the story. But I ended up getting a lot of my shirts printed over this past week. And so I'm excited about it because I have the shirts printed, and then I also have the mailers. I ended up getting these mailers from China. Basically, they look like this, right? So they're these, Ziploc bags or whatever. And then my shirts, I got several colors in the same design, but this is the one. This is in military green. So losses and lessons turn into blessings. And the brand, if you see it a little bit closer, it's called Thoughts of a Dreamer. And then on the front of the shirt, it says Thoughts of a Dreamer right here. And so this is the new brand that I'm gonna be launching in the very near future. I ended up I probably have like 150 or so shirts that I ended up getting printed. So, I got that. I got, different colors, so we got the red one, same thing. I also want to do the special touches as well. So I got this, the custom tags on the inside, but we got the red one. I have blue, or I got whatever color this is, like an aqua. So we got that as well. And I have kind of like a pink. I got a lot of colors. And so basically what I'm gonna be doing with this is basically I'm gonna be giving these out to influencers. I got these and I got these. I'm gonna be giving them out to influencers to really do a lot of promos. So I'm gonna do influencers, I'm gonna do giveaway, and a few different things to be able to really get it out there. And it really reminds me of when I first started e-commerce back in 2014. I used to sell like these wine pouches, and I used to sell on Amazon. And one of the tactics that they talked about was, in order to get reviews, it was really about giving, what's going on, family? It was about giving your product away to get reviews, right? So you would find like these bloggers and stuff that, that's all they did is like reviews. You would send them one, they would review it, and that would build up your listing. And so when people found your stuff on Amazon, it would make it easier to be able to sell it. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be giving a lot of product away. Like I said, I have probably about 150 shirts that I ended up getting printed. And so I'll tell y'all one thing, I'm up in here folding them, and I'm not gonna be doing this. This ain't something I'm gonna be doing. But for this first batch, I'm gonna do it, right? But when I do launch the brand and we start selling, what I'm gonna do is have my partner over at RBY Prints. They're gonna do the fulfillment for me. So I really look forward to that. So, basically I got two different size bags. I have the smaller ones, you probably can fit a couple t-shirts in here. And then I have the larger ones. So what I'm gonna be doing is placing them in these little, my bags. These are really nice. I ended up getting these bags. I probably got around 300. No. I got 1,000. I got 900 of the small ones, and then I have 100 of the big ones. And so I got 1,000 for about $350. I got them off of AliExpress. So it just adds a nice little touch. So put the bag in there, seal it up, right? So this is gonna be the inside bag. What I'm doing right now is I'm gonna have my designer basically create the outside poly mailer. So I want to get something designed. I already gave him the idea that I want. And so we're gonna have the outside poly mailer. I'll get those created at Sticker Mule. And then this bag will go inside of that poly mailer. And then I'll have a few accessories in there. I wanna get some air fresheners with my little character. I wanna get some air fresheners and a few other things, wristbands and stuff like that. So that's gonna be the good thing. Now, one thing that I realized as I'm about to be packing all this stuff up is it's kind of difficult because I need to make sure that I keep all the sizes together. What would be ideal is I need to get some stickers, some size stickers. So after I put it in this bag, I can put the sticker on here and be able to identify it. Because if I go ahead and I pack everything and I don't know what size, that's gonna make everything confusing. So I guess what I need to do right now is put them in different piles and figure out a way to just keep them separate, but that's gonna make it a little bit difficult. So I probably need to order some stickers ASAP. I need to figure out where, I'm wondering, I probably can get some of those off of Amazon. I'm sure I could probably get them off of Etsy or something, but I'm gonna check on Amazon because, especially since it's like, I can probably do it Prime and get it in a day or so. So we'll see. But I'm excited about this, y'all. This is a brand that, I've really been like creating in my mind for a while. You can use different color stickers. That's a good idea too. I need to get some stickers, period. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't got these type of stickers, bro. But yeah, I need to get some stickers, period. I need to figure something out to be able to keep these things separate. But I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. Basically, I messed this one up. Basically, this quote, losses and lessons turn into blessings. Thoughts of a dreamer, the reason why I created the brand is, number one, I'm a dreamer. And I really believe in creating a product or a brand that is not about money, but it's something, that aligns with you first. You know what I'm saying? Because, if it aligns with you and who you are, it makes it easier to sell. It makes it easier to really talk about the message, to get people to buy into the message. You speak with a different type of passion. And, I'm a dreamer. And so, when I came up with this quote, basically I was watching a Steve Harvey video. And you know how he be talking on Family Feud, before or at the end of the shows. And so he was talking about losses and lessons, something like that. He was talking about lessons and blessings. And, I kind of listened to it and I was like, I'm gonna take that, and I turned it into, losses and lessons turn into blessings. And I know that, that's part of my journey. I failed a lot. I've had to get back up. I've persevered. And anybody who, does anything worthy in life, that's what we do, is we persevere and we make stuff happen. So with that being said, it's gonna be the first shirt that I sell. And you know, I thought about it because I got a ton of quotes in my, I have a ton of quotes in my phone and stuff like that. I got a ton of quotes and stuff on my phone like that, but this is one that I'm just gonna stick with for a while. I told myself, you know, I got different colors. I'm gonna drop different colors at different times, and I'm gonna stick with this one design for a while and really just push it out there so people can really identify with the brand. You know, they can identify with, you know, my character. I call him Percy. It's Perseverance for short. And, you know, really just get it out there. And then once I start really building up the customer base of people just buying this one thing, you know, what I always say is a great way to be able to grow your business is by selling your current customer base more things. So instead of kind of exhausting my t-shirts at the very beginning and all my quotes and all my ideas, get them to buy into them. You know, maybe some of them will buy multiple colors when I drop, but then when I come out with my new quotes and stuff like that, then, you know, they'll already be ready. They'll be primed for it. So I look forward to it. One thing about these bags, so when I ended up buying them from the supplier, they asked me, did I want this air hole? I think that this is really good. It's an air hole. You'll see one in the front. You see that? And it's one on the back. And basically when you seal it up, the bag doesn't inflate. So I think that's a good touch for anybody who may get some of these. I think that's a good touch. As far as the shirts that I ended up using, we went with Alternative. So Alternative was the brand for some of them, and then the other ones were Bella Canvas. To be honest with you, based on the feel of the Alternative, I like the Alternative a lot more. I like Bella Canvas a lot, but these days, to me, Bella Canvas just feels like a thinner shirt, and it is thinner. I mean, it's thinner. It's really quality, though. It's a soft shirt. Great job, Sean. It's a soft shirt, but this Alternative shirt is really nice. It's still soft. It's a nice quality. It's somewhat, it has a thickness to it. But it's almost, to me, it's almost like in the middle of a Bella Canvas and like a Gildan Soft style. But I like it a lot. Alternative is nice. And then I ended up getting some pretty cool, crew necks to go with it too. They're Alternative as well. I ended up getting them from, I ended up buying them from Alfred Broder. So Alfred Broder is where I went. Alfred Broder is not too far from my house. It's about 20 minutes away. So usually with Alfred Broder, like if I order, this is Sunday. What's today? Sunday? I think today's Sunday. So if I was to order it today, it would be available like tomorrow at 10 a.m. Or if I order it anytime, usually it's like 2-hour pickup. So I order it and then in the next 2 hours, it'll be done and I can just go pick it up. So that's kind of the luxury of it being close. But you know, that's Alfred Broder. You can get it from a few different places. You know, there's TSC Apparel, there's SNS Activewear. You know, there's a few different places where you can get shirts wholesale. What else? What else? And like I said, I got these already, so this is already in the big pack. I noticed with my crew necks, they're gonna have to fit in this bigger one. And then, you know, I could probably fit, I think you could fit probably maybe 1 to 3 t-shirts in these. So, yeah. So look, basically, what's gonna happen is, and for some of these, I ended up buying them late. So I bought these, like the second batch of shirts, I bought like these green ones. So you'll see that we didn't print the tags on them, but I have tags on all the other ones. So that's the reason that is. But basically what my next plan of action for this is I'm going to get them all boxed up and everything. and I'm looking for a brand photographer. I don't know if you would call it a brand photographer, but somebody, yeah, I guess so. More of like a product photographer, but I also want to do kind of like a nice photo shoot with them. This is another reason why I just wanted to print all these colors at one time, so I can get a photo shoot, and I'm gonna only drop one color at a time. But, you know, just to be able to show on the website that I do have other colors. And then when I do drop the other colors, I already have kind of like the visuals. So I want to find, you know, a brand photographer, somebody that can just do something easy for me. You know, we can knock it out in a day. I can use those pictures from my website. I also want to get a little bit of video done, because for me, I'm gonna be a big part of, you know, being the face of the brand. You know, I have ideas right now about, you know, me getting on video and me just really expressing what this whole Thoughts of a Dreamer message is, and you know, what I'm gonna be talking about. And so I want to get that done, and then I'll put it on the website. And the way that I'm gonna be really marketing it is usually in the past, you know, it'd be like, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm gonna run Facebook ads and I'm just gonna sell through my ads on the store. But to start off, at least, I'm gonna be doing this brand much different. So my plan is, I ended up downloading the app on Shopify, and it's a landing page builder. And so what I'm gonna be doing is driving probably lead ads to that specific landing page. And that landing page is gonna have, you know, pictures, it's gonna have a video, it's gonna have the meaning of the brand, the character, and different things like that. And what I'm gonna be doing is like running giveaway campaigns, and then also lead campaigns. So what will happen is I want people to opt in via text message. And so the text message platform that I'm gonna be using is Postscript. So if you've never heard of Postscript, I interviewed Alex. He is one of the founders of Postscript on the T-Shirt Millionaires live show. I interviewed him. Go feel free to check that out. And I'm gonna be using Postscript. And what happens with Postscript is basically like somebody can click on a button, and then once they click on that specific button, then what's gonna happen is it automatically takes them to their text message with like a pre-filled out text message. So basically they're gonna see it. If they like it, they wanna opt in for the giveaway or whatever it is, they'll click on the button, it'll automatically take them to their text message. And the beautiful thing about it is the opt-in process is so easy. All they have to do is hit send. Once they hit send, they opted in. So my plan is to build up that text message list, make it as big as I possibly can make it, right? Make it extremely large. And then when I do my new drops, when I come out with my new colors, when I have my promos, all those different things, I'll be able to utilize text message marketing to reach my customer, as opposed to trying to, you know, so much focus on paying to play and with Facebook ads. And the other reason I'm gonna be doing that is because, like I said, I'm running it of more of like a limited edition brand. I was really inspired by one of my bros. I really love how he runs his brand, and he does like weekly drops and stuff like that. I don't know, to start off, I probably won't drop weekly. To start off, it'll probably be more of a cadence of, I don't know, maybe 2 times a month, just to, you know, start off. And then once I really get the operations in place and maybe even get like my VAs on and maybe a little bit of help, then, you know, be able to scale it up. But one thing that I realized is, you know, even with this now, even me doing this project, with me running T-Shirt Millionaires and then me taking on a whole nother project, it's a lot, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot for me to really want both things to be extremely great. Both of them really, they go hand in hand in a way, right? Because at the end of the day, everything that I'm gonna be doing with Thoughts of a Dreamer, I'm gonna be teaching my students as far as my inner circle and stuff like that. and I'm gonna be using this as a case study. So it all goes hand in hand from me building something from scratch. But at the same time, it's a lot, man. It's a lot of just like, you know, today I wrote out a full to-do list. I was at my computer all day, just kind of doing like a lot of admin tasks and getting this done and getting that done. And, you know, I'm at a place now to where business, I'm so thankful. Business is like really good and things are good. And I got a lot of activity and people are, you know, being, you know, lives are being changed and impacted and different stuff like that. But, you know, I know the importance of team, you know what I'm saying? And the importance of bringing people on. Cause, you know, I think you should do the solopreneur route as long as you possibly can. I did. I did for a very long time. But then it gets to a certain point to where it start feeling like you losing money when you do it all on your own. First, it was the mindset of, okay, do I even have the money to pay somebody? You know what I'm saying? Do I have the money to even be able to pay somebody to help me bring this thing to life? And so, you know, you think about that, but then you get to a certain point to where you're able to pay somebody. And you know, the longer you hold on to different tasks, you really losing money. And that's where I am right now. You know, it's important to really bring people into the fold. I think somebody asked a question. How can I find the chat? Okay, somebody got questions. Where can you purchase the bag? So if you go to Alibaba, I don't have, again, I said this on Facebook or on Instagram. I don't have, since I'm on the phone, I don't have the direct vendor. But if you go to, I might put it in another video or something when I just talk about the full thing. But just go to Alibaba. You can get the Alibaba app. And then type in frosted Ziploc bags or frosted shipping bags. And when you type that in, you'll see a lot of vendors. And what I always say is, when you see those different vendors, Alibaba, it'll give a few different things. I think it has like a star rating. And then it also shows how long that specific company has been in business. And so, basically you want to choose somebody, like I always try to find somebody who's been in for longer than a year. That's the first thing. And then the second part for me is, like, if they got a good star rating, then what I'll do is I'll send them a message and I'll say, hey, you know, I'm interested in what you have. You know, what's your minimum order quantity? And I always start with like a lower number. And so if I'm looking to really get 1,000, I'll say like, okay, how much does it cost for like 500? And then when they tell me, I'm like, okay, cool. What about 1,000? If I was to get 1,000, how much would the price go down? And then they'll tell me, and then I try to figure out, excuse me. Oh, mercy. Y'all give me 1 second. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all give me a second. All right, I'm back, bro. Close these blinds so don't nobody be looking in my house. All right. So yeah, man. You ask, what's the minimum order quantity? what's the shipping time, different stuff like that. And then you place the order directly on Alibaba. And I ended up getting these Ziploc bags lately. I ended up getting some keychains for T-shirt millionaires. Like I said, I found some like air fresheners that I wanted to get. You know, a lot of different things. So definitely a great place to get accessories for inexpensive, you know, price. If you really care about like the branding aspect and stuff like that, I think it's dope. Okay, let me get back to the questions. I know y'all had some questions. Okay. Mr. D Woods, God bless, family. Hey Charles. Hold on. My bad, y'all. I'm trying to just pull up these questions real quick. Proud of you, man. This is gonna be so dope. I appreciate you, Tamika. Absolutely, Sean, no problem. Postscript, Alex Beller, only on T-Shirt Millionaires interview. Don't call, just text. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. LA Todd 17, great photography. TNT production. Is he in Atlanta? Postscript text leads. Are there limited editions or special edition shirts? So this shirt, each color is gonna be like a limited edition, Mr. D Wood. So basically, you know, what I'm gonna do is I think like the light blue one is the one I'm gonna drop first, and that'll be the first one. And then, you know, when I'm done with that one, then I'll move on to like the next color. I think I forget when it is. I know we got like I think what is it, like Breast Cancer Awareness Month? What month is that? I know it's coming up. I think it's like October or November, something like that. What month is that? Because one thing I have on my website too is same thing that I do with T-Shirt Millionaires. $1 for every order I want to donate to a charity. And so I want to do the pink one for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I think that is. Y'all let me know if I'm right or wrong. But I think it's like October or something. Okay, yeah, October, absolutely. So that's what I want to do for October. I want to drop the pink one. I guess I want to do it before October, drop the pink one, and you know, donate some of those proceeds to charity. So that's what I want to do for October. And then for November, or sorry, for December, what I want to do is I want to drop the red one. So I want to drop the red one, but I also want to do like a special edition one to where maybe it'll be a different quote, but I want to give Percy a Santa Claus hat and have like a different quote, something maybe about giving or something like that. But I want to do a special edition one for Christmas. So that's what I want to do for that. So yeah, man. You know, we'll see. But definitely special edition drops. 100 units, 200 units, something real small to start off with. Like I said, I think third Friday in October, breast cancer awareness. Absolutely, bro. I appreciate that. So, you know, like I said, something, you know, 100 units at a time, 200 units at a time. Like I said, I'm going to pace myself. You know what I'm saying? My whole thing for the beginning is to, you know, pace it to make sure the operations is fine. I know that I could probably sell a whole bunch, but I ain't trying to be stressing myself either. You know what I'm saying? Until I get the operations, all that in place, then you scale. I learned that with Black Fathers Ish. I learned that already. I learned my lesson. You know, trying to scale too fast, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff will break you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the plan. But yeah, something like this, either this one or a darker pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and then we'll donate to, you know, one of the charities that, you know, support Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So that'll be really cool. Much love, brother. What's your thoughts on using those companies that make and ship your product for and ship when they receive the order? Yeah, bro, you talking about print on demand. So print on demand is a great business model, but I'm not a fan of the print-on-demand business model, how it's traditionally done with direct-to-garment. It just depends on the company that does it. If you found a really good company that has, you know, direct-to-garment and, you know, they don't really skimp on the ink and it comes out bright and vibrant. You know, you see how this shirt, it's extremely vibrant. The colors show, you know what I'm saying? The yellow pops, all of that. Well, a lot of the times when it comes down to print on demand, it's difficult to really get this color quality. And that's really the issue behind it. People get their orders and they be like, it don't look good. And so I'm not really a big fan of it at all. I think print on demand companies, like the big companies we know of, I'm not gonna put names on them, but y'all know who they are. I love them for their accessories. I think they got great accessories. You know, if I was to use anything on print on demand, I would use them for their bags, maybe their socks, different accessories, right? Being able to take a popular design that I have and just putting it on another higher price product with a better margin is a way that you can be able to improve your sales and grow your business. I think that's great. But when it comes down to t-shirts, no. But there's an alternative, and y'all have heard me talk about it. Basically, it is a company called iPrintYourSwag.com. iPrintYourSwag.com. But they do print on demand slightly, it's different. They do it different than DTG. And basically they use heat transfers. So heat transfers are great because they're inexpensive, that you don't have to sacrifice on the quality. You know, they last long. You know, it's just good all the way around. So basically with iPrintYourSwag.com, they have more of a hybrid model. So basically when I say hybrid, they still do the print on demand. When somebody places an order, they'll get that order, they'll ship that order out. That's the beautiful thing about it. The only thing that you have to do is really buy your heat transfers ahead of time. So, you know, you might buy, like if you had a design, you might buy, I don't know, 50, 100, I don't know, whatever it is, depending on how much you sell. Or if you had multiple designs, you buy those heat transfers up front, or you can get them to buy them. And then what happens is they'll just stock them, and then when those orders come in, they'll press them and they'll ship them out. And I think it's a beautiful alternative, you know what I'm saying? There's not really many companies that do it. I think the main reason why is because when you talk about heat press, it's, you know, it's a little more manual. It's more of a manual process. And so, you know, that might be the reason, you know, why, but, you know, they're the only ones that I know that do that type of business model, print on demand with heat transfers, and I love it. That's who I'm using for all my T-shirt millionaire shirts when I start putting them out there. So highly recommend them. Feel free to check them out. You know, the guy who operates it all, his name is Tim. Really, really good guy, and you know, stand-up guy for real, and he'll take care of you. Just tell him I sent you. But you can go to iPrintYourSwag.com. Why did you decide to screen print instead of heat transfers? Because I wanted to touch this brand. You know, I think it's something special about being able to, you know, really touch the brand and be involved with it. You know, I could have went the heat transfer route, but, you know, I called up my guy Rio at RBY Prints, and I was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to do this type of business model. Would you print for me? And then at the same time, because they do fulfillment too, would you fulfill? I was like, I don't want to do any fulfillment at all. But, you know, if you were to print and I was to do kind of like these limited edition drops, you know, could you fulfill them? And basically we came up with that agreement. And what it allows me to do is, you know, be able to go up to the shop, touch the brand, see it, really be involved with it, you know, and I kind of missed that part, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want that part, I just don't want the fulfillment part. So I love that part of, you know, touching the brand, picking out the shirts, being there, seeing the printing process. But when it comes to packing and shipping, that's not my game, you know what I'm saying? Like, doing all of that takes me away from really the creative process. So being able to work with Rio and RBY, is the reason why I did the screen print. And then at the same time, I love heat transfers. They're great. But screen print to me is king. You know what I'm saying? Like these shirts right now, they look beautiful. They feel good. I mean, even just touching them, like being able to touch the ink and the feel of it and the quality and the everything, like screen print is king. So that's the reason why I ended up choosing this business model for sure. And I'm excited about it. I really feel blessed to be able to, you know, have a partner that does screen printing and, you know, is that close to me, you know, friendship wise, but then also proximity and just being able to be really involved and do this. Like I couldn't have a better situation. So I'm extremely grateful, man. I'm extremely grateful, and I look forward to seeing what we do. Like we was up late nights over a couple nights this past week, and just really talking about our vision and our dreams for our business and where we want to take it and what we want to do. And I think it's important to have people, you know, around you that, you know, are ambitious. You got your own businesses going, you know, and especially in our situation, like what we do both helps each other. And, you know, I just think that's a blessing, man. Just got to count your blessings when they come. Somebody said TNT is in North Carolina. My bad, bro. When and how can I get the Dreamer shirt? I like to purchase one. Hey, I appreciate you, family. Thank you for that. And basically, when I drop, you'll be able to get them. Basically, if you wanted to know, and this is what I say. Listen, and this is the other thing too, T-shirt millionaires. My whole thing is, like, I know within the T-shirt millionaires tribe, I know we got dreamers, right? I know we got some of y'all who will buy the brand, you know, and support me because you just know me, and I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? But one of my big things is like especially when I get to running ads, and this is what I want everybody to understand too. Like I'm gonna be creating a whole other audience. There's gonna be some people from the T-shirt millionaire side that's gonna resonate and want to come over to the Thoughts of a Dreamer side and be a part of that. But you know, I don't look at it as a place to where I'm gonna just be saturating y'all saying, come by Thoughts of a Dreamer, come by Thoughts of a Dreamer. What I'm gonna be doing is for Thoughts of a Dreamer, there's a key target audience that I'm gonna be running ads and building a whole brand new audience, finding those people on social media for this specific brand. But for anybody who, you know, wants to support this, all you got to do right now is go to thoughtsofaDreamer.com, and the site is not live, but on there, what you'll see is you can opt in to the text message number, and then you can also opt into the email. And then once I drop and start the giveaway and everything like that, you'll be notified. And that's easy as that. That's how it'll work. But I appreciate you, family. And there's the other thing too. Even if you feel like this brand isn't for you, and you don't want to support it, perfectly fine. I would say even just go sign up for the email list and the text message list, just so you can really see my moves play by play. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I do a lot of the times. If there's like a brand that I really like the marketer behind the brand, I'll just subscribe to their list. I got one email that I use for just like email lists. Like I get on the list and I pay attention to the emails they send and the text messages they send. And so, you know, if you just wanted to get a play-by-play of, you know, the moves that I'm gonna be making, sign up for the list, right? You ain't gotta buy a thing, you know what I'm saying? You just sign up for the list. So yeah, that's how that'll go. One thing too, I wanna mention, these bags, for T-shirt millionaires, I ended up getting the vertical bags. So basically on T-shirt millionaires, it's the same size bag, but basically it zips up at the top. So it zips up at the top. Those are the ones that I got for T-shirt millionaires. For Thoughts of a Dreamer, I wanted to try something different and get the bags that, you know, are landscape. And I think I like this better because it allows me to easily stuff it in better than it being a smaller gap up here where I got to put it in. So I like these landscape bags. Salute from Hawaii, Charles. Always dropping them jewels. I appreciate you, family. Hawaii must be nice out there. Many blessings, bro. A little off topic. Is the Facebook ad session of the Inner Circle a little off topic, but is the Facebook ad session for the Inner Circle the other? Yes, it's posted. Yep, it's posted. If you go in there and you look under, if you go into the learning portal and you look under industry expert sessions, you'll see it. It's posted. You'll be good to go. And then also the challenge is posted from earlier in the month too. Since it looks like masks are coming back, are you adding masks? Definitely could add masks. I don't see why not. If I figure out, I guess, the manufacturer on mask or something like that. But yeah, absolutely. I think that mask could be a easy add-on, right? Same thing we talked about, increasing that average order value. So, if I got a nice quote on my shirt, the one that I got now, and I find a way to implement that on the mask, absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely would be open to that. Dropping in September. That's when folks start getting, oh, that's dope. All right, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Get it in September and then they start moving. I'm just going through y'all's stuff. What's going on, fam? Okay. All right, cool. All right, cool. I was just checking to see if there was any comments or anything. What else? What else is moving, man? I guess outside of this, outside of the brand side, really excited for the beginning of September, when our new Inner Circle opens up. All of our Inner Circle members and then my old mastermind members, they'll be getting the new course that I record. I'm excited about the new course because the way that I'm building it, it's coming from a place of like passion. And one thing that I really, this is the shirt that I'm dropping first. This is the shirt that I'm dropping first, this one right here. So this will be the very first one. We're gonna do this color first. Yeah. But I'm excited about the course because one thing that I said is, it's gonna be extremely detailed and have all the steps, but one of the most important parts to me is being able to explain the concepts in a simplified manner. And I think I've gotten a lot of practice on that, for coaching over the last couple of years and being with my mastermind for about a year and a half and just really seeing the different things that they dealt with and, just the concepts and everything. No. The concepts and everything. I think that, breaking the content down to where a kid can understand it. Because that's really what I want too, is I want to, at some point in time, to be able to teach like teenagers and kids, you know what I'm saying? Because, at the end of the day, like, kids are going to school, they care about clothes and stuff more than anything. And how cool would it be for them to be able to get into entrepreneurship and have their own clothing brand and know the ins and outs of marketing and different stuff as a teenager. I wish I knew this stuff as teenagers. So, as I break down the concepts and as I teach them, I think that I want to be able to explain how to do this in a simplified manner. I think sometimes people try to get real fancy and complicated and difficult, and the message doesn't really apply and come across. And so I'm real conscious of that. But at the same time, outside of just kind of like the format, it's really important for me to add a lot of soul, add a lot of heart in it, add a lot of care into it. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, I really want my students to win, man. You know, you would realize like it's one of the big reasons why I'm even just completely changed my pricing model. You know what I'm saying? Like my last mastermind, I think one of the great things about it is, you know, we had a very tight knit group. You know what I'm saying? We had about 150 in total, but on average, we would probably have maybe 30, maybe sometimes 40. It just depends. We have a certain amount of people on our calls, right? So it's real like close. But there was a time period that people couldn't get access to me. People couldn't get access to me unless it was a couple $1,000s. You know what I'm saying? That was the price point. And there was a lot of people who wanted to get in, but they couldn't get in because there was a price barrier. And I purposely did that, you know what I'm saying? Because number one, it was worth that. Number two, it was just me. So me being able to handle a whole lot of people, that wasn't, you know what I'm saying, that wouldn't be able to work. And so, you know, I chose to do it that way for a reason. But when I was done, and especially after the very last meeting that we had in our mastermind, and, you know, we heard all these different stories about just the things that people were able to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was able to make full payments for their kids' college. You know, we got few people that ended up leaving their jobs, paying car note, all type of mindset, just all types of like these different breakthroughs that, you know, was shared on our very final call. And I was like, you know, I kind of thought to myself for a couple of months, and I said, you know what, Charles? There's a lot of people who need this. There's a lot of people out here who need that type of breakthrough. And, you know, it's great that I had the 150, but I really feel like I could touch thousands. But I'm not going to be able to touch thousands by offering $1,000 price points. So I completely adjusted my business model. And, you know, some would probably call me crazy for doing it. You know what I'm saying? Some would be like, what the heck? You charging what? You know what I'm saying? But I just feel in my heart that it's the right thing to do. And I believe that we're going to have a large community. We're going to have a large family. It's no longer, you know, going to be just me, but I'm bringing in talented individuals that are going to be assisting. And I'm just so grateful for them. And then over time, my other big part of this is, you know, me looking to really scale this. You know, the students that come through the program this time, my whole goal is to be able to start identifying talent, identifying the ones that are getting results, and offering them opportunities to be able to coach and join as a mentor or a leader or something within the community as well, right? So my big thing is like, okay, you know, keep your eye open for talent. Keep your eye open for the ones who are succeeding and bring them into a role to where they can start impacting lives and sharing what they've learned, right? I just really feel like I want to build a huge community. I mean, I was talking to my guy Rio yesterday, and this has been one of my visions that I've had, but I told him the other day, I was like, you know what, bro? I'm just going to do it. I really desire to have a large, like, T-shirt millionaires conference to where all of our brand owners, we come, big suppliers, heat press companies, heat transfer companies, print on demand companies, wholesale T-shirt companies, marketing companies, really have a huge like trade show and event that is just gonna be dope. You know what I'm saying? Where we can come together as a T-shirt millionaires community and family, and we can learn and be entertained and grow, you know what I'm saying? And really have like that personal touch and have private workshops. I just think that it would be so dope, and I got a full vision for it. And that's what I really want for T-shirt millionaires, man. When we talk about thoughts of a dreamer, that's thoughts of a dreamer. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see for T-shirt millionaires. I see something so big, you know what I'm saying? And it's to the point where it's so big where I wonder to myself, like, bro, is you crazy? Like, how you gonna pull all this stuff together? But I pray about it every day, man. And I pray, one of my big prayers is I just ask God, put the people in my life that help fill my weaknesses put the resources in my life to help build it. And I just, I walk. So we're going to see how things go. But I would love in a year's time to be able to have a conference like that for us, man. I think that would be dope. I think that would be so dope. We have little concerts in there. We got like dope t-shirt millionaire swag. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be dope. I think it'll be dope. Let's see. Absolutely. Nothing fails but a try. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for your insight and answering my question. Absolutely. Zarni said, are these heat transfers? Nah, this is a screen print. This is screen print. So this is a screen printed shirt. It's really nice. I love it. It came out really good. This is all screen print. What questions y'all got, man? What can I answer for you? Like I said, I'm just bagging up. So while I'm doing all this bagging, just like I'll come on live and rap with my people. How can I reach you? I have a problem with the payment for the inner circle. I tried support, but didn't help much. I just need to change my payment method since my card was compromised. So what happened when you call support? We have Donna, who is my full-time VA. What happened when you spoke to her? What happened when you spoke? Did you speak to Donna? You can reach out to support@tshirtmillionaires.com and Donna will take care of you. Let me know if you spoke with her. And if your payment failed, there should have been some follow-up emails that kind of followed up and helped and reminded you you could change your payment there. So, gotta let me know what step you're on. But even outside of that, if you send an email to support@tshirtmillionaires.com, Donna should be able to help. But just let me know if you ran into any issues. Someone said, did you design Thoughts of a Dreamer YouTube page? Gonna have its own YouTube page and lives. It would be great. It would be great, Mr. D Woods. I think it could, I think that's a really idea. I think creating a YouTube page for your t-shirt brand, I think that's actually a really good idea. We'll see if I'll be able to handle it. That's one of the reasons, even with this the T-Shirt Millionaires live show, by October, I plan on having a few different hosts. I ended up putting that post on my Instagram. I intend to have about 3 different hosts to start taking over some of the shows so we can interview more people. Because like I said, it's to a point now I'm starting to get, once I open the inner circle, it started taking away some of my time for the T-Shirt Millionaires live show. And so I need some help in that aspect. Did you design and print your own bags? I got the bags made on Alibaba. They printed them on Alibaba. Hey, so for the mastermind will be only for the inner circle and the first mastermind students, not anyone in the T-Shirt Millionaires group. The current inner circle group, yeah, so it's gonna be new for new people as well. My current mastermind, they get a special deal. My current inner circle, they get a special deal. So for anybody in the circle, y'all all know about that already. But It's gonna be for new people as well. So at the towards the end of the month, in about a week or so, I'll be having like a meeting or a webinar, really, talking about the mastermind, and then new people will have the opportunity to sign up at that time and join the family. Let's get rocking and rolling on learning how to do these ads and marketing your brand and brand development and Shopify store. And one of the big things is, like I said, with me bringing in help and people to help, that's what we're gonna be doing. So imagine it like this. Right now, for our inner circle, we have like, on average, 7 to 8 meetings a month. Different things that we have, Q&As. I bring in industry expert, group collaboration sessions. We're still gonna have some of those elements, but my plan is at least 3 days a week. I want it to be Monday through Friday, but at least 3 days a week we're gonna have meetings. So we'll have a Facebook ads meeting that's totally and solely dedicated to Facebook ads. We'll have another meeting that's dedicated to your Shopify store. We'll have another meeting that's dedicated to design. We'll have another meeting that's dedicated to like brand development and messaging and stuff like that. So, you know, it's really, I'm trying to give you every aspect of the game so you can tap into these meetings on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, and really focus and get the help you need. And so you come, you ask your questions, you learn from other people's questions, and you start implementing and building your brand that way. And that's really how the program is going to be structured. And then along with that, it's going to be a course that goes with it. She said to cancel the inner circle. Gracie, she said cancel it. So do this, Gracie. Send her an email. I don't know what's the heck. Send her an email and support at tshirtmillionaires.com and say that you spoke to me on YouTube. And what she'll do is she'll mark it so I can see that email, and then we'll figure it out. Just say you spoke to me on YouTube on whatever date this is, and can you escalate the email to me? Those are nice. Trying to find my way and been following your channel. Zerny, I appreciate you, family. Definitely tap in with us. Tap in. You know, you definitely, it seems like you, I guess, maybe in the brand development stage right now, but you can definitely bring this part to life. This is, you know, one of the funnest parts of it is just the designing and the creating the shirts and getting them printed. This is the fun part. You can definitely get this part done. This part doesn't have to be too difficult. Is the fun part, the design and the creation part. I got filters and stuff. I need high quality shirts, no bacon neck. Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. I don't know what bacon neck is, but I like high quality shirts too. Stephanie said I had the same issue. The system doesn't allow you to change cards. Donna will cancel your current account and you'll have to sign up with the new card. That's interesting. So what's the company that, see? Hold on. It's a company that help you with the app. Try out Mighty Networks. Try out Mighty Networks. I got the keychains done in Alibaba too. So like I said, if I had, I'll do it on like on a totally different video, cause I don't have the name of the vendors right off top. If I was able to just switch over my phone without this turning off, I'd do it. But I got them on Alibaba, and I think I just typed in like rubber keychains or something like that. Absolutely, Gracie, no problem. Mm. I'm excited for September for my mastermind students. Our previous mastermind, we're having a meetup. We're going to Huntington Beach, California in September. And it was something that, we had been talking about for a while because, we would be on the Zoom meetings sometimes at 11, 12 at night, you know what I'm saying? 12 o'clock at night in the morning. We'd be on Zoom meetings, just going through it, trying to figure stuff out, but, getting to know it, just talking and stuff as well, you know. And we had always been talking, look, when this whole COVID thing get done, we gonna meet up. And, COVID is still going from what I hear. I don't watch the news much, but from what I hear, I don't know, I guess it's spiking again or something, I don't know, but we going, we meeting, a few of us are meeting in September, so I look forward to that trip, because we've never met each other, but it almost feels like we know each other, you know what I'm saying? So I look forward to that. That's something that's on the way. Losses and lessons turn into blessings. How many of y'all can agree with that, man? How many of y'all had some losses that you learned from and they ended up blessing you later on and became a positive? It don't feel like it in the midst of it, but once you get through it, and once you overcome and once you persevere, it takes you to a whole new level. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Y'all say absolutely, definitely, definitely. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. The Delta variant is real. All of you be safe and be blessed. I appreciate you, family. I appreciate you, man. No doubt, no doubt. No doubt. And I just mentioned, I don't listen to the news much. I don't, man. I'm kind of one of those individuals to where, these days I don't really know what's going on in sports. I don't know what's going on in politics. I don't know a lot of stuff was going on. I really try to, maintain a frequency that feeds me. And I have just found for myself, when I watch the news and I tune in to different outlets, a lot of the times I feel like there's always an agenda too. I feel like, why is it that you turn on the news and it's so negative? You know what I'm saying? And they report on all the bad stuff and it creates, fear, you know what I'm saying? And different stuff like that. And, I've been like that for a while. And I just really try to, I always say that, I always say that we live on the same planet, but we live in different worlds. And that's true. We live on the same planet and we live in different worlds because the world that everybody lives in or each individual lives in is really based on, you create your own world. Your world is created based on your perception of reality. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of the times, people take in outside opinions, outside information, and that creates their world. That becomes their program. And I'm one that I really believe in sovereignty. And when I say sovereignty, I mean, self-thought, forming your own opinion, not being led, not being a sheep. And what I do is I tune out from all of those things and I create my own world. And so I do everything that I can to be driven by faith and hope and all those different things. And I'm not saying that, you know, Corona, you know, I know that people have been affected by Corona. I honestly think my family had Corona before it was even announced back in like December 2019. It hit me and my family bad. Some got us, and I believe we got it before it was even kind of announced. I believe it was already here. But regardless of that, um, you know, I definitely believe that it's a real issue. But I also think that um, one of the factors that amplify the issue is the fear of getting it, or the fear of being affected and really becoming ill. The mental part, you know, like they say, kind of put it like this. What I'm trying to say is like, you know, like when you're in fear, that kind of like breaks down your immune system. You know what I'm saying? And so you attach that fear along with some type of sickness or disease or whatever it is. I think that there's a bigger effect. And so I think that there's a mental part that plays into it as well. It's the same type of thing of like, you know, kind of like the placebo effect. You know, it's a mental thing. Like somebody might take a placebo and they take it and they ended up getting better because there's a mental part that feeds into your body that heals it or can either destroy it as well. And so that's just kind of how I try to, you know, live my life, man. You know, I won't say that I'm perfect, but I try to live my life that way. So I tune in a lot of the outside narrative, man. I create my own narrative. Um, I almost feel like talking about Corona these days is like, I feel like it's worse than politics, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you talk about getting vaccinated and stuff like that. People be arguing at each other's throat because of that type stuff, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's almost like talking like politics. Crazy. Okay, let me get off Corona talk. Let me start talking about t-shirt talk. The Delta, no doubt. Is screen printing the same as silk screen? Yes, those are the same. For starters, what would you recommend, heat pressing or print on demand? I'm not a fan of print on demand unless you use I print I ship. That's the only one that I would recommend. It may be other companies out there. I'm just not aware. So I would use heat transfer print on demand. I print I ship is the only one who does it. And then, you know, I guess like you said, your other option is to do heat press. And so you just got to ask yourself, do you want to do the production? You know what I'm saying? Are you in a place to where if you had to get the orders, you had to print them, you had to fold them, you had to ship them out, would you be okay with doing that? And there's nothing wrong with doing that. It just depends on where you are in your journey and what you desire. And so if that answer checks out as yes, you're okay with it, then I would say go full steam ahead and heat press them yourself. You'll be able to control the quality. You'll keep more money in your pocket. You'll have better profit margins. So, you know, go ahead and do it yourself. But like I said, as far as print on demand, the only company that I would recommend right now is iPrint. It's swag.com. I wouldn't use anybody. Oh, and I would recommend my guy RBY. He has a print on demand machine, but when he does it, like I said, it's not like the big companies that be skimping on ink and stuff like that. I stay out of TVs for years now, absolutely. The news is just bad news, absolutely. Same here. True, true. Worlds and planets, yeah, absolutely. What shipping software do you use? I've historically used ShipStation, but you don't need ShipStation unless you move in like a whole lot of units. Like ShipStation allows you to print. Oh, it's that pink. I think I can use this pink. I think I could use this pink for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. ShipStation allows you to be able to like bulk print labels. Like, so say for instance, you got like hundreds of labels. You can print them all at once. You can do a lot of like bulk actions within ShipStation. But if you're new and you may not have a large volume of orders yet, you can just you can do it directly from Shopify. Print your labels and stuff directly from Shopify. There's also a program out that people use. It's free. It's similar to ShipStation. It's called XPS. And that's a free one. But historically, I've used ShipStation. This will be the only time I'm doing this, family. So let me tell y'all. So when my sales blew up 2020 and I did all the fulfillment, we did all the fulfillment in this house. A lot of y'all probably saw the videos. And, it was a time period where it was so many orders. This is all we were doing. We were folding and packing and shipping and taking to the post office and responding to customer service and all these different things. And the volume was so big to where it took me away from the reason why I started the business in the first place. I love creating, I love designing, I love selling. Those are the things that I love. And so it really took me away from that. And then especially, so I had some college students that were really helping. My brother and his friends, they were helping during that whole period of time, and then they ended up going back to college. And when it came down to figuring out getting other people on board and hiring a team and getting operations and stuff like that, it just wasn't really my skill set and something that I desired to do. And so I probably had like a 6 month to 9 month kind of just rethinking period about just how I wanted to do. And a big part of that was really figuring out the fulfillment solution that would allow me to be able to sell t-shirts but be happy with doing it. And so I had an interview with a guy. Man, what's my guy's name, man? I'm tripping. United Monogram, but I forget his name right off the top of my head. But when I had an interview with him, he has a brand called United Monogram, really big brand. And I think one of the questions I asked him is, oh, I appreciate you, family. Somebody sent me a super chat. Zerny, thank you so much, family. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. So basically I asked him a question. If somebody was just starting their brand, what's one thing that you would tell them to think about, one piece of advice? And he basically said, what is your relationship to production? And when he said, what's your relationship to production, how do you want to be able to produce your shirts? What is the way that you feel like you want to go? Do you want to screen print and have somebody locally do it, and then maybe you fulfill it yourself, or maybe you find a fulfillment center? Do you want to do print on demand? Do you want to heat press? Any one of those are viable options, but you just need to make sure that you find the option that's right for you. And so that's what I would recommend to everybody, is find that option that works for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm real big on alignment. I think alignment is a real important piece of business, because if you're not in alignment, I believe that you will get burnt out. I believe that you can lose the passion and the love for it faster. And so alignment is extremely important. So, what's your relationship to production? Because you're going to sell the shirts, but you got to get them to your customers. And so you got to make sure you have that part in place. Sean Lowry, I appreciate you, Mr. D Woods. Mr. D Woods is the truth, man. I always appreciate Mr. D Woods, man. He always got the info, man. You don't even know how valuable he is to the show. Are you still using the Rollo printer? When I stopped doing all the shipping and stuff on my own, I gave my Rollo to my guy Rio. But it's a great printer though. Rollo is great. We used a few other brands, Dymo, and those were horrible. Those would jam up, all type of different stuff. We had a horrible experience, but the Rollo is really good. Yeah. All right, y'all. Well, I got a nice little stack of shirts, done here. So, yeah, I see them. I got some of those, but I got tons more. But I'm about to tap out and get going. I'll answer these last few questions. Somebody said, ambitious ink in the building. Many blessings, ambitious ink. Fixed Point said, what are the reasons for not doing POD? Because I wanted to touch the brand. I'm gonna have a company that is gonna be fulfilling for me. The shirts that I have right now, are sample shirts. So I'm gonna be sending these out to influencers and giveaways and stuff like that just to create an initial buzz. So that's why I have these, but I went this route because I wanted to be able to touch the brand. I wanted to be involved. And I love screen printing too. I think it's the best method. I appreciate you, family. No problem. All right, y'all. Well, look, man, this was a different Q&A. I did it directly from my phone as far as the studio. I just wanted to chop it up with you. We've been on here for about an hour and almost 15 minutes, a little over 15 minutes. So I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Great questions. Be on the lookout. I'm gonna be showing everything step by step as I build this up. And, just stay tuned and keep pushing. But I just want to let y'all know, I believe in you. I just want you to believe in yourself. Don't let none stop you. Whatever you see in your mind's eye, one day you'll be able to see it with your real eyes. And I say that because that's the truth. Everything starts in the mind. And if it's real up here, that means it can be real out here, but it has to be real up here first. And that'll magnetize you and, push you to take the actions to really bring that stuff to life. So I want you to just remove all fear, remove all doubt, realize who you do it for and why you do it. And try to attach yourself with those emotions. If you do it for your kids or your family, for freedom, think about those things. Feel those emotions of how it's gonna be when you live your best life, when you really embody your best self, and that newer version of yourself will come to pass, and it won't be just a thought anymore. It'll really start being who you are. So that's a big part of my message to y'all. So I appreciate you, family. Many, many blessings. Have a good night. Thank you so much for rocking with me. I'll see y'all on the next episode. All right.